It's not a game, it's a rage thing.
Testing, testing, testing. All right, good. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. What is happening? Oh, good. Hey, this is Mike. My channel is all about telling people about the commercial appliance industry. And what I'm going to do is give you guys some information on the up and coming training classes for 2024, because we're already there. We are already there. What we're going to cover is Hoshizaki, Manitowoc, Bunn. Well, basically Hoshizaki, Manitowoc, and Bunn right now. Oh yeah, and it looks like the might have bad broadcast right now. All right, so let's get into this. Let me see if I could try to make this one a quick one for you, and then I'll chop these up. So we're only gonna we'll cover probably the first half of the month. So let's go. Let's do this. Let me share the screen with you. And we'll go with a favorite, which is Manitowoc. Everybody wants. I already got that. Let me do the. I'm probably going to have to show you guys some of the stuff that you don't want to see, which is going to be. I'm going to show you my whole screen. I'm sorry about this. But that's probably what we're going to have to do. So I can show you, I'm going to show you the spreadsheet. Get this thing out the way. Sorry about that. This will be over with in just a second. Here we go. So we got the 9th. This is going to be really busy. So what we got on the 9th, we're covering Louisiana and Texas. Oh yeah, and Maryland. So Louisiana, Maryland, and Texas. Let me see if I can go back. Let me see if I can go back without disrupting this screen. No, I won't. So I won't be able to see your comments while I'm showing my while I'm showing the screen. So sorry about that. I'm gonna make it a little bigger for you, as big as I can. So first up is going to be Lafayette, Louisiana. Erica Miller with Southern Ice. So Southern Ice is also my distributor as well. They just don't handle Manitowoc in my area. So you're going to have to contact Erica Miller. So emiller@southernice.com. You got to get registered for the class. So once again, this is Manitowoc for 2024. And this is for Lafayette, Louisiana. Southern Ice is your distributor. If you're close enough, you can always go on over there. All right, so let's see here. So that's on the 9th. Then also on the 9th for, this should be, okay, that's Hagerstown, Maryland. Sorry about that. Paul Young is your contact. PYOUNG@URI.com. All right, there's his phone number. You're going to have to give him a call. If you're looking for anything closer to you, you have to give him a call. If they are receiving enough traction in a particular area, if they're receiving enough phone calls for a particular area, they'll do a class in that area. But asking me isn't going to get to Manitowoc. It isn't going to get to Hoshizaki. It isn't going to get to Isomatic. You have to talk to them directly. So once again, also on the 9th. Now this is Baker, so this is probably going to be, yeah, this is me. So this is Corpus Christi, Texas. All right. Juan Reyes with Baker is doing your class. If you're over there by Corpus Christi, you already know. So get a hold of Baker, get registered for the class, call up, pay for the class. All right, next up is Mobile, Alabama. This is also on the 9th. This is also on the 9th. All these start at 8 a.m. And I don't, is David? All right, so yeah, all of these, this is the full Manitowoc training team. These are actually Manitowoc employees. Tom, Jared, all of these are Manitowoc. And so Baker is doing this one too for Mobile, Alabama. And this is Jim. This is actually the sales guy in my market. So Jay Valentine at Baker. So you can call you can call Baker and get set up for the class. This is Mobile, Alabama. This is also the 9th. So all of these are the 9th. Louisiana, Alabama, Southern Texas. Yeah, so Louisiana, Hagerstown, Maryland, Corpus Christi, Mobile, Alabama. All of this is the 9th. So then starting with the 10th, I believe it's Harahan. So how many more we got on the 10th? Yeah. So what they're doing is after they finish with the 9th, then those same trainers move on to the next location. They're going to move on to the next location unless they're doing a city that's bigger like mine. So now you're talking about Harrisburg, PA. I used to live by the White Star Barn. If you're over there in Harrisburg, I know your market. So Paul Young, you have to call URI to get set up for your Harrisburg class. Harahan, Louisiana. So that's Southern Ice. So let's see here. Yeah, it's a different contact with Southern Ice. So yours is going to be Suzanne. All right, we did Mobile, Alabama. So this is all the 10th. Mobile, Alabama. Harahan, Louisiana, Harrisburg, and now McAllen, Texas. So you're going to want to contact Juan Reyes. And this is all the 10th. Now let me see what the Pensacola is. Is Pensacola the 10th? Yeah. All right, so Pensacola, Florida. Sorry about that. Pensacola, Florida is the 10th. All of this is, that one's also by Baker. And that's Jim. So, man, Jim has got a real wide coverage area where he's covering. So, Pensacola, Florida. Yours is the 10th of January. So now we're going to go to probably about the 11th now. We should be on the 11th. All right, so here we go. Man, quite a few. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's going to be the same thing. Same people are going to rotate for the 11th. So what we got here? Harahan, Lancaster, McAllen, Panama City Beach. Right, so that's the next cities that they're going to. So Harahan, Louisiana, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, McAllen, Texas, and Panama City Beach. So all you guys are up next. I'm gonna go back and revisit. We got enough time here to go back for the 22nd, the 24th, for the rest of January, because it's gonna be quite a bit. So I'll probably do another one maybe tomorrow, especially since my SIM chip is down on my phone, so it's kind of messing with my flow. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing that. And then we're going to jump on over. Hey, what's going on, man? We're going to go on over to Hoshizaki, because this is going to be a little easier for me to show Hoshizaki. There it is. Okay, good. You guys can see. You guys can see. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Please don't hesitate to put something in the chat about if you guys can see or not see, here or not here. It helps me out because this is the first time I'm going to start out from scratch. So I've already had quite a few people from California inquire as to when training classes are going to be. So with you, it's going to be Hoshizaki, January 9th. This is why I'm doing these now, because they're coming in hot and heavy. Starting January 9th, you got Lake Forest, California. You're going to have to call Hoshizaki, your Hoshizaki distributor. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger for you. So the best thing to do is just get a hold of your distributor and set up with the. It is not. All right, let's see here. Sorry about that. It didn't. It is not enjoying this. Okay. Yeah, they didn't. Hoshizaki didn't change much. I have quite a few. I gotta save this quite a few times. So we'll just give you guys the rundown, and it's very easy just to get a hold of your Hoshizaki local distributor. Hoshizaki has been taken over from. They're taking over the ownership of distribution in North America, especially United States. So you got California, that's the 9th. There's no way this is all going to be on the 9th. This is probably going to be like the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th. So this is for Hoshizaki that's operating out of Lake Forest, the Western distribution. Miami, yours is January 9th. Tampa, January 10th. Orlando, January 11th. Jacksonville, Florida, January 12th. So we had quite a few people asking me, oh, should I drive to from Orlando to Tampa to go to class? And I keep telling you guys, you don't have to do that. The classes are there. The classes are in Miami. So you don't have to drive all the way from Miami to Orlando. Orlando has a class, Tampa has a class, Miami has a class, Jacksonville has a class. Here's the thing. You have to sign up. Don't just show up. That's why they're not giving you the guy's address. You have to contact Hoshizaki and let them know that you want to attend the class, and they will sign you up. You have to contact the local distributor. Each one of these people, and we'll go over the individuals. Why is my thing not working going back? That is nuts. That is not nice. All right. All right, there we go. So Florida's like crazy. Now, the nice thing that Hoshizaki is instituting this year is they're giving me not just me, they're giving everybody. So we got Mexico. And then we got the Caribbean in here. So Los Cabos, Mexico, yours is the 15th through the 19th. Balos is your distributor, but you're going to want to contact Hoshizaki to get signed up for your class. But if you're over there in Los Cabos, get ready for class January 15th through the 19th. Now, Monterey Park. This time they actually have the dates a little different. They still don't have them quite right. So if you're close to Monterey Park, 16th, it's more than likely the 16th, the 17th, and the 18th for Monterey Park, California. Then those in Phoenix, you got January 23rd. Now yours is actually not handled by. You still have Ventana distribution to deal with. So you're going to have to call Ventana, not Hoshizaki. You have to call and pay Ventana for your class. Area code 602-268-3386 if you're in Phoenix. So all of you in Phoenix, you just contact the local Hoshizaki distributor, which is Ventana. Now going back to California. Yeah, going back to California, this is Ontario. Because I had to make sure it wasn't Ontario, Canada. I want to say, yeah, that's California. All right, so Ontario is January 23rd. And see, they did it again. It's more than likely the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th of January. and that's all through the Western distribution for Hoshizaki. And what we'll do is give me a little minute, and then before I finish up, I'll do some copy and paste with these email addresses because those are quite long. But just know, and you can always just email Hoshizaki and they'll send it on over, or call the Western distribution for Hoshizaki. Now, all right, yeah, that's it. That's it with Hoshizaki. Seattle is next, is in February. We'll get to February later. Now let me go back to so I can see what you guys are up to. All right. So we got Manitowoc, Hoshizaki. Oh, we got a new member. Thank you for signing up. I don't know what member level that is just yet, so but of course you get special privileges and everything that goes along with that. Thank you so much. Let me see here. Let me give you guys Bun. Now I do realize you guys might not be too excited about Bun, might not be too interested, but I'm going to give you Bun all just the same. All right, let me show you Bun. Let's add this one. And then what I can do is I can jump back. And then we'll go into, I'll give you guys some of these email addresses. So Bun is doing live in-person training. And you're looking at Las Vegas. So they only do classes in 3 parts of the country. East Coast is in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Central of the country is going to be Springfield, Illinois, which is downstate Illinois, the state capital. And then West Coast is Las Vegas. So if you are at all interested in these classes, Vegas is up. So Vegas is January 18th through the 19th, 16th through the 17th, and the 30th through the 31st. And this is for the Mastrina. So let's see what this Mastrina is. Oh, that class got closed. They wanted you to sign up earlier. Let me go back. I'm sorry. And Mel tried to warn me about that too. She said there was another one coming up. Let's see here. Oh, no. Okay. I'm sorry. It closes January 11th. Let me see what's up with the first one. What is today's date? Today's the 29th. Damn, that just closed. They might be able to get you in there because the class doesn't start until the 16th. So let me see what this Mastrina is. All right, so that's Bun, and if you're going to be on the West Coast, let's see here. Okay, it's a single cert. Okay. Oh, I've installed one of these. I have, let's see here. Let me show you guys what it looks like. So this is the class, this is the hands-on class. They actually have a virtual class for this. And let me make sure this is the Mastrina, which is this is a fully automatic machine. And it's not hard to install these at all. They're not telling me the name. More than likely this is what it is. Let me see what else we can find. They're not telling me the names. All right, so if you guys are ready, let me go ahead and try to give you some of the contact information. All right, let's see what we got here. They're still not showing me what the freaking thing looks like. All right, you ready? Anybody in here in any one of these cities? I'll try to let me try to copy and paste some of this stuff for you. Now, if you're watching me on Facebook or Instagram, I will post those too. What I'm going to do for you guys, I'm going to give you more or less an individual. I'm going to break these up into individual items, right? And real quick, I wanted to show you guys some other stuff. I want to move you guys into the movie theater clientele. So if you guys are ready, we can start talking about movie theaters when you're ready. Anybody in here ever worked in a movie theater? Oh, good. You're okay. You're close to Springfield, Missouri. Who did we do that was Springfield? Who did we do that was Springfield? No, we didn't have anybody that was Springfield. There's no Springfield yet. Hold on, let me go back. We don't have any Springfield yet. Springfield is, hold on, I'm gonna kill this background. Yeah, I know, but there's we don't have Springfield just yet. Hold on one second. I'm gonna make you a little dizzy. Hold on. Let's see here what we got. All right, so the best thing I can do for you is I can go by state because your stuff is not going to be. Well, you got Columbia. I don't know how far Columbia is. Oh, wait. Let me do this by. Yeah, okay. So you got Columbia coming up. Let me just go to Missouri. Sorry about all this moving. Let me just do state. Let me get rid of all of those. Let me go to Missouri. All right. So here's your Springfield. Your class is the 22nd. So I stopped way before that. So your class is the 22nd from Manitowoc. This is Manitowoc. And you're going to have to contact Stevens. Nah, it won't let me do it. Okay. So you can call 636-660-0052. 636-660-0052. Judy is your contact, but this is for Springfield. Let me see here. What did you say? That's Springfield, Missouri. Columbia. When is Columbia? Columbia is the 23rd. So 22nd, 23rd, 24th. That's when Eric is doing his tour. Don Stevens is the distributor. So Springfield, Columbia, and then St. Louis. It's all the same distributor. So you can always call them and pay for your class, get your seat for class. So you just call up, you ask for Judy, and get set up with your class. All right, so let me come back and see what you've. Oh, you're close to Springfield? All right, let me go back. Let me see what we got here. Sorry about that. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to give you guys this information. All right, so let me get rid of this. Oh, I don't want that. Hold on. Let me do state. I thought I was doing state. All right, Illinois. Look at it. Oh, let me get rid of. Yeah, Missouri's still there. Okay. Champaign-Urbana, Bloomington, Peoria, Quad Cities. These are your options if you're going to go that way. And so you're not going until March 18th, 19th, 20th, and the 21st. So if you decide to go to one of these, if you decide to go with Champaign-Urbana or Bloomington, you're not going to go to Peoria. That's too far up. You're not going to go to the Quad. Well, I doubt if you would go to the Quad Cities. But you're going to, either way it goes, you would contact Rogers Supply. Let me give you the number for that. That's going to be 309 208 6468. And that'd be for Stormy. If you wanted to go up that way. And I don't know why Chicago isn't on the list. All of this is downstate. The closest thing to Chicago on here is Peoria. Well, Peoria and Quad Cities, that's the closest thing. That's actually nuts. That's actually nuts. Let me see something real quick, guys. Hold on. I don't want cities. I want states. I am going to do Indiana. So, but they got to do Chicago. They just haven't gotten to it. It's going to be in the second half. Indianapolis is way too far for Chicago. The best thing would be South Bend. That's about a good 2 hours. But Chicago is going to be on the list. All this is going to be in the summertime, by the looks of it. All right, so now I'm back with you guys. I'm gonna stop sharing that. Okay. Yeah, Newark. Now, which one did you see? Because that's Delaware. Which one did you see? Was that Hoshizaki or was that Manitowoc? So I'll show you this one. I'm gonna have to show this notes. So what we're covering right now is just the first month. We're covering January. We're covering January for you guys. These lists are going to constantly change. See, for like Springfield, Missouri, you're looking at February. For this is that's Hoshizaki. Yeah, so this is definitely gonna have to be a. I'm definitely gonna have to just break that up. I'm definitely gonna have to break that. That was from Manitowoc. All right. Do you know who your distributor is over there for Delaware? Let me go down here real quick. So we're over here in Manitowoc. And let me change the state here. Yeah. So yours URI. Your distributor's URI. So yours is the beginning of February. February 8th. Let me make this a little bigger for you. February 8th is for Delaware. All right. So you got to contact. You're gonna. It's going to be URI. So you're going to have to go to URI, go for your local distributor, give this phone number a call, 215-698-9100. And you want to speak to whoever's in charge of the Manitowoc training. And so you're going to have to, this is with URI. And so you're going to have to contact them and get all set up with your training class with Manitowoc in Delaware. So everything is, this is what I'm trying to show you guys. Everything is always changing. Now, why the hell was it showing that? My bad. My bad. It was showing you the wrong thing. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. We're gonna have to do this one more time because he didn't get a chance to see it. Now, all of these things are on the manufacturer's website, but it's just a thing where you got to constantly check it because, like I said, this is just one of those things. So this is Manitowoc. This is for the 8th of February. United Refrigeration is hosting the class. This is for Newark, and you're going to want to call this number. See, they don't have anything set up yet. I'm just reporting the news, just like Fox, CNN. I'm just reporting. I don't have any other information for you guys. So 215-698-9100. All right. So let me stop sharing that. So now, with that, I'm going to ask you guys: have you ever had any experience? Have any of you ever had any experience with the movie theaters? So let me show you guys. Let's share a screen. Movie theaters include everything I've already shown you guys so far. Movie theaters have, what the hell? Let me go into this. Movie theaters have the ice machine, Creeder's popcorn. Sorry about the dead air. Sorry about that. I'm pulling this up for you guys. Let me show this for you. Pretty sure you guys have seen these. All right, 13,000. We'll go with this. So far, I've told you guys about the ice machines. Told you where to get the training for them. I'm showing you all kind of a little bit higher. All right, I'm seeing some of your stuff from Instagram. Oh, okay, that's a somebody's looking for help. All right, so movie theaters are going to have Hoshizaki or they're going to have Manitowoc. I have rarely seen a movie theater chain that had anything other than those two. So that's what I've given you training information on those two. Now you can move to the concession stand from the ice. So in order to get a movie theater chain, now you're going to deal with the concession stand. Now that you've added your ice. So we're going over there. What's behind the concession stand is your popcorn maker. So you have your popcorn maker. Let me change my banner. And what's more, all right, what more after that is you have the icy machine that I've already shown you. And the reason why I'm showing you this is because Creeder's has their in-person training class for that ice machine, for that popcorn maker. I just had it in the other screen. You do have to go to Chicago for the class. It is a western suburb of Chicago. You would more than likely, well, you can fly it to O'Hare. Oh, it's closer to O'Hare than it is to Midway. They haven't released the dates yet, but I'll check back with it and give you guys everything. So the classes will include wiring diagrams, the components, the equipment maintenance, upgrade, online manuals. So you get all the manuals, all the diagram. It is a 3-day session. All right, 3 day. Oh, that reminds me too. Manitowoc has their hands-on class too. Let me pull that up for you guys. So it's only 10 people. All right, you will get your program certificates that you could show to all the different movie theater chains. All right, so they got it's a workshop. I myself haven't taken a class. I've been trying to get the time to go because from time to time I would have movie theater chains ask for me to do things other than just the ice machine. So like I said, at the movie theater chain, you have the ice machines, then you have the icy, and you have the popcorn. I don't care if they're everything else, that varies. These are the 3 that you're going to have, period. You're going to have an icy, you're going to have popcorn, and you're going to have soda and ice. Guaranteed. So here's the information for the Creators class. All right, let me see if you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, so here's the information for the Creators class. Here's the 800 number right there on your screen. And you ask, like, how often do they need things done? They need things done quite often. There's been a big shift from using the oils and popping the kernels to coconut oil. And when you use the coconut oil, they have to they have to make changes to all the shelves. So it's a lot more than what you see with just a popcorn machine. I'm going to put this up here now. It's a lot more than just this machine right here, and changing the heating elements for that, the fry pot, in the pot and everything. They actually pump the oil up. So they have a couple of different ways. They got they'll more than likely have a rack system, and they'll have the boxes of the oil sitting on the racks, and they'll have a warmer. The warmer only goes up to a certain temperature for the regular oil. Coconut oil has to be at a different temperature, and so you have to make changes to the warming shelves in order for the oil to flow into the pot. Otherwise, it gets solid. It'll be a solid white block, and it won't flow through the lines, and they'll assume that something is wrong with it. All right, so that is, and there's a number of different things. So that's nachos. Everything else is going to be, little small things. There's going to be Hapco stuff, Volrath stuff in the movie theater. When you have the nice sit down movie theater, those places have more equipment than your average restaurant. So it's very lucrative to deal with the movie theaters. Very lucrative. Very lucrative. When you start to get into the full service movie theaters, you're going to have they're going to sell gelato. They're going to sell gelato and ice cream. Some of these, let me show you this real quick. Some of these places have very elaborate display cases. And I know I'm spelling his thing wrong. I am spelling his thing wrong. I can't. Gelato cases for movie. That's what we'll do. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I love my Howard McRae. Howard McRae is a good one, but I want to show you another one. I want to show you another. Stolting makes some, but these aren't what you normally see. You're going to see one from this. Oh man, this guy who's he's right here in Houston too. Gelato case. Yeah, what the hell? Movie theater. Let me see. Images. I'll come up with his name later on. But these are custom cases. Rose, there's a few names that you're gonna see time and time again. All right, let's see here. Let me see if I don't want to go with that one. Ah, there he is. Here's the I would have some colorful names for him. Seville, USA. He's right here. There's his number 281. He's right here. He's a piece of work, but he has a hellified marketing team. Hellified. Okay, see, here's a good looking gelato case. And so these things need constant maintenance. Okay, good. You guys can see it. These things need constant maintenance. So once you take this education from the ice machines, parlay that into getting into these movie theater chains, learn the creators so you have knowledge on popcorn machines, and then you can also take your knowledge on refrigeration and work on these gelato cases. No one wants to work on them. No one wants to work on them, and they're not that bad. They are not that bad. Damn it. I'm sorry about that. I'm using this Apple, and I don't know why it likes to do that. Let me see if I can find another one. Any questions so far? Matter of fact, I should just put that up there. So I know you guys have probably seen some of these pictures. That's Ben and Jerry's. I don't want to show you guys Ben and Jerry's. But ice, popcorn, yeah, you got cut plus or cut whatever from they're doing a lot of pizza ovens in there. So we can get into a lot of that. But if you do the ice, they're gonna welcome you into the chain. If you do the creators, they're gonna welcome you into the chain. And here it is right there. There's the creators. And the gelato cases. They have a very hard time with getting people to do gelato cases. Let me do this. So that is the information for Seville, USA. Here we go. He is very nice to talk to in the beginning. But be careful with this guy. I'm going to put this in the chat. Now, there are a number of other people that make these gelato cases, but this guy really, he gets his stuff in all these different movie theater chains across the country. Across the country. It is insane how well he's able to market his stuff. And his last I've seen his location, it was this really small warehouse. I mean you could stretch your arms out and your fingertips would touch one wall to the other. Very small place, just big enough for him to get his orders in from Italy, because these are all made in Italy. Just big enough for him to get his orders in, check everything out, and then ship it out. So these are very nice, eye-catching units. Not just movie theaters have it, but we're sticking with movie theaters for the moment. So you get a good idea of what these things are. And these are not inexpensive items. You're talking about $20,000 for one of these things. You guys want to see the prices? Let me see where you guys are at. Quiet as usual, I see. All right, fine then. Fine. Let me show you. What I'm doing is I'm typing in Seville, USA. Let me see here. Gelato. Cases for sale. All right, let's show it to you. Yeah, and it's hard to even freaking find it. It's hard to even find it. See, so this is Masterbuilt, which is a big name. That's 10 grand. Masterbuilt, 10. That one, Stolting, 10 grand. I'm not even going to pronounce this one. I know who this is. I've dealt with them before. Here's one. There's a used one for 3,500. We'll go to this one because these are more custom. They come in all kind of like crazy shapes. As you can see, it's curved. So everything with these are fully serviceable. So you can change the condensing unit. You can change the TXV. I mean, you change the evaporators, the fan motors that blow the cold air around. Change the controllers. You'll get all the information you can ever want. All right, everybody's equipped with them. They spend a lot of money for these cases. They will get them fixed. See that? 25 grand. They spend quite a bit of money on these cases to sell their gelato and everything else. It is a big thing. It is a big thing. Yes, you get the full schematics with the unit. There's nothing that's hidden. There's nothing that's hidden from you. Let me see if I can pull this up. Now, I will say the controllers they are not your regular Dixel controllers and Eliwell controllers. They're a two-part controller. And what tends to happen is some of these units, when they go into a defrost cycle, some of them still have heated defrost and it'll burn up part of the board, not the display board, but the main PCB. So this is just one of them. I've only dealt with this like maybe once or twice with this Diamond Pro, but I deal with the other ones, and more or less this one comes up. If you do call Seville, USA, he will be very happy to hear from you. The two of us are not on a friendly basis, so do not call up and say you're friends with me, because that's not going to help you. People use me because they have to, not because they like me. So there's a big difference in that. It's a big difference. So once again, his number is, that just changed right before our eyes. His number is 281-607-7006. And apparently he's changed his number, because that number just flipped right in front of us. So once again, if you're just now tuning in, the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because I try to show you all things that work together. So here's his number right there. I just put it out. There's the number. I try to show you things in that group together. All right, so what's Joe got to say? Oh yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so getting partnered up with companies to service those equipment. Yes. So the thing is, that's what I'm trying to explain to everyone. This is nothing like residential. You have to do this yourself. If you don't, let me do this. I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, I got a lag. Sorry about this. If you do not go out and introduce yourself to these companies on your own, the likeliness of you getting these companies, these clients are so much lower. These people have been around. Seville USA, he's been around. I'm not going to say how long he's been around, but he's been around for some years. So it's not like this stuff is just hitting the market. This stuff has already been on the market for decades. The service companies that provide the service fluctuate. The situation with movie theaters is movie theaters will go with, oh, this lag is just too bad. I'm sorry, guys. Movie theaters will go with an AC company to provide their service. And the problem is when they're dealing with air conditioning companies, they drop them come the summertime. The minute the weather hits 85 degrees, oh, those guys are gone. Those guys, they can't get them on the phone. So and when you know it, that's when the gelato case goes out. When you know it, that's when the ice machines go out. Is going to be in your warmer months. And then you have PMs all throughout the year. But getting back to the topic, I'm grouping these things. So the goal of my channel is not a how-to channel. I'm not trying to show you how to work on this stuff. I'm trying to tell you that it exists. Not only that it exists, but I'm trying to tell you how you get help from the manufacturer themselves on it. And Seville USA is the same way. The guy will walk you through it. He knows how to work on them. He's a bit of a jerk, but he knows how to work on them. And he will give you clients, but just be careful with Seville USA. I think his name is Joe or Sam, something like that. And I've shown you stuff to go with the grocery store, right? I'll show you stuff to go with the gas station. Now I'm gonna introduce you to movie theaters. All right, so ICE. You've had training on ICE, or you're getting your training this year. So we're starting out fresh with 2024 ICE machine training. You get the ICE machine training that gets you in the door. You can go from the ICE. Now you can go on over to the concession stand. You get the training on the popcorn machine. They really don't like you to touch the popcorn machine unless you've had training with it. Every now and then they will get desperate if their popcorn machine is down, especially some of these little smaller niche movie theaters that show indie films and things like that. There's always a customer out there for you, but you have to introduce yourself to them. So ICE popcorn, the IC machine, right? The FBD machine. I've told you guys about that. Oh, sure, no problem, Joe. I told you guys about that. Now that you've seen that FBD machine, because they're top. Right, FBD is pretty much the go-to. There are others, but FBD is the one. You're going to see that, like I said, in Burger King and McDonald's and all these different places, but at movie theaters, everybody, what do people get? They get the IC, they get a big bucket of popcorn, they get some candy, right? These are all things. It is very consistent work. It is very consistent business. The only difference is, can you get the customer to go along with your program? Do they want to deal with doing preventative maintenance program every quarter? Is it a fight? Can you get them to pay you the way that you want to be paid? Some of them can pay you cash. Some of them can pay you by credit card. Some of them have to pay you through ACH deposit. That is where this all varies. Is this something that, is it a customer that you want to deal with? Then like I said, are they going to stick with your program? But you have a lot of opportunity. You have those basic things, and like I said, they are doing a lot of gelato. It is a very big money maker for them. And this one here in particular, I've wrestled with this guy quite a bit. And I hate to jump around, but you aren't just stuck with movie theaters. These gelato cases, you're going to find them in coffee shops, pastry places that make birthday cakes and stuff like that, chocolate places. Because we have a lot of places, especially in Houston, we had a lot of places that all they do is specialize in chocolate. And so they'll have all kind of desserts that go with that, and they'll have gelato cases. Um, so chocolate, movie theater, dessert place, cupcake places, muffins, stuff like that. And it is not an inexpensive item. These are very expensive, and you're not competing with that many people to work on these. Oh, and then there's different chains of not coffee shop, different chains that carry this. I'm not going to mention one of the chains, but there's a chain here. They got about 15 locations, all very nice. Katy, Cinco Ranch, West University, up north in Spring, and they all have these cases. In particular, the one you're looking at right there on the screen. And so these suck in all the length and the dust from the restaurant, and it all deposits in the condensers, and all those got to be cleaned. But like I said, this stream that I've already gone on an hour, I'm going to end it right about now. But this stream is for the training classes that's come up. Starting at the beginning of the year, they're starting hot and heavy with the training. So, and I want to show you, this is the last thing I'm going to show you, and then we're going to end this. It is the Manitowoc. Manitowoc has the in-person. Ooh, hold on 1 second. There we go. Manitowoc in-person class. My little neighbors are jumping on the trampoline next door. So if you hear that, I apologize. All right, so this is what I was showing you before is the field level, and then this is factory. Let me put this in the link. Let me put this link in the chat, should I say. Here's where you can find your training information. And then this is also where they have the classes. So you can at any time, you can go and click on any one of these pre-recorded classes for training on anything that Manitowoc makes. Here's the new Crystal Ice, the new square. As you can see, the evaporator is completely square. So they can give you that 2-inch cube. So that's new. They've had that on the market now, I want to say about 2 years. I've never seen one out in the wild. This is some of the old training that's made by Igniter Labs. You can actually see the Igniter Lab symbol. But before I get off, let me show you this thing. All right, the factory. So the factory class no longer has any prerequisites. They say, come on down. They were canceling too many classes. Like, see, November was canceled. They were canceling too many classes, having these 2-level entry-level class and experience level class. So they said, forget it. We'll just do one and work with everybody, because they have, if you could look at the picture in the background, they have a number of units. So everybody gets to work on a unit. And not only that you get to work on a unit at one time, you rotate around to different ones. Okay, so January is full. February. So February 9th, you can go to the in-person class. Now, here is the situation with this, right? And you just call up. See, they no longer distinguish between introductory and advanced, right? And you just email them, or you can call them, because now they're owned by Pentair. ice_factory school at pentair.com. Pentair, everybody, is ever pure. So I had somebody ask me about an Isomatic at a Starbucks, and Pentair makes that. If it was a mainline, Pentair makes that. Oh, let me take my picture off. Let me see if I can take myself off. So that's the information. It's in the chat. So here's the class, February 5th through the 9th, right? January is full, but who is going to jump on a January class already this soon? you do not set up a relationship with your distributor when you go to the main class. If you go to your local class, you're dealing with your distributor that can actually send you clients. When you deal with the factory, you're going to get hands-on. Factory, you're actually going to learn how to fix these things and solve problems. It is truly hands-on. I don't think there's anybody else who has, especially on ice, that has a more involved class than Manitowoc. They take this class very seriously, and they will walk you through the whole thing. You're going to learn how to work on remotes. Everything that they make, you're going to learn. Everything that they make, you're going to learn. So it doesn't matter if it's a remote, the quiet cube with the remote, you're going to learn it. You're going to learn how to fix the TXV issues. You're going to learn how to do a 3-point recovery. And I don't know, is there a 4-point recovery with Manitowoc? Because I think there's a 4-point with Hoshizaki. But you're going to learn how to do the 3-point with Manitowoc on those remotes. You're going to learn how to change the plate, the chill plates. You're going to learn everything. You're going to learn everything with Manitowoc with this in person. Yes, you have to go to Wisconsin. Yes, you got to take care of the. I believe. Let me go into this before I just start speculating stuff. All right, so you're gonna have to go to Wisconsin. Yeah, you got to pay for your own dinner. Oh, and see now, you have to take care of your own hotel reservations. They used to do that. They used to take care of the hotel, and they used to pick the hotel that the shuttle bus would take you right to the factory. So now, they do all of that. I mean, you're gonna have to deal with all of that. But give them a call. They'll tell you what's what. You get all set up. All right. So that is the in-person that you've all been asking for. I don't even see the price. The price used to be, man, it used to be like $800-900. I have no idea what the price is. When years ago, the class was like $550. And now they don't even have a price. So I don't even know but you're going to have to call them. They'll tell you what it is. Last I remember, I think it went up to $850. So I don't know what it is right now. I do not know what it is. You have to call them, but these are the dates. February. February. The 5th to the 9th, and then February 26th through March 1st. So if this is something that you want to do, you can definitely get signed up. You would have to ask you would actually have to ask Manitowoc if they would then list you on the website. I'm highly doubtful that they will do that, but it's something that you would talk to once you complete the class and they can see your competency. That's something you'd have to talk to them about to see if they'll list you, because that's not something that the distributor does. That's something that Manitowoc themselves does. Okay, let's see here, because I skipped some stuff. All right, Fred. Oh man, thank you for your kind words. I do appreciate it. 2024, I'm jumping on it, giving you guys all these classes. All right, so here's the questions coming in. And then from our VIP too. All right. That doesn't matter anymore. That doesn't matter. Before, all right, so the question was, how does Manitowoc know that you completed? Because you pay for the class. You pay for the class, you're registered. Just because you're not on the website is for people outside of Manitowoc. Internally, you get a booklet. You get a booklet, and man, they give you a receipt. So you get your certificate. Of course, you got to sign your own name, but they're gonna give you a certificate. They're gonna give you a booklet. They're gonna give you all the training books. You're gonna get about 5 training books. I don't know what it is gonna be this year with the new exotic cubes that they have, the sphere and the 2-inch Cube. I don't know if they're gonna create a whole separate book for that, but they know. Everybody, when you pay for these classes, everybody knows. Now, whether or not an outsider or a customer knows that you've had these classes, that's up to you to show everyone. But you're gonna be in the system. That's how you get paid for your work. So you have let's just say you do a movie theater. You do a movie theater. They have a Manitowoc, and you have to change a display. The display is the movie theater is only a year old, and the display is no longer responsive. You can trigger the unit to run without the display. You snatch the display off. You go to your local distributor. You take the part in, and you do a swap. Because you've gone to the class, they can now pay you. They will pay you the labor, which is not very much. They'll pay you for that, right? So you're already getting the cash from the movie theater from doing the PMs, ice machine cleanings, cleaning condenser coils, and all that other stuff. And now you're providing more value to that customer because you're able to do a warranty call. They don't have to call that air conditioning company, and they don't have to call your competitor to come out to service your stuff. And you don't give your competitor the chance to even entertain your customer. You're doing everything. So everything is registered internally once you take the class. That's Hoshizaki, that's Scotsman, Manitowoc, Isomatic, because you're paying the people that are going to pay you for your labor. Manitowoc mainline, the factory in Wisconsin, they used to be in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. They are not paying you. The distributor is paying you. All right. So when you go to the Hoshizaki distributor, the distributor is paying you, unless you're like me, where I'm signed up with the factory directly. My checks come from Hoshizaki, but your check is going to come from your distributor. Now that some of the distributors are Hoshizaki, your check is going to come from Hoshizaki too. Isomatic, your checks don't come from Isomatic. Your check comes from the Isomatic distributor. All right, just so you know. So that's how these things go. The distributor verifies that the part is actually no good. The distributor is the one that's responsible for all of that. They're keeping the parts and all those things. And that's why I always tell you guys, go with your distributor. Get to know them. They will refer to you the clients that nobody else wants. That's a good way to get started. All right. And with that, let's see what else we've got. So I'm summing it up now. I've gone about a good 17 minutes over, but these are impromptu. I'm going to do some more. I'll probably do another video tomorrow to go over the rest of January for all those different ones. And I'm going to try to put up individual ones because not everybody's going to look at the lives. Not everybody's going to look at these, the pre-records that I have. I'm going to make some snippets so that you guys can see it on Facebook where you're at, Instagram. And then please put in the comment section whichever channel you like to see this information on. I'm on Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, X, and the others. All right. And with that, we're going to sum this up. And I appreciate you all for coming and spending this time with me and learning this information. And I'm going to say, thanks for coming.